yoga friends, and welcome to your practice. I'm Phoenix Wilson. Today's class is being brought to you by the Baker Hunt Art and Cultural Center with support from the Charles H. Dater Foundation. Stay tuned to the end of this video where I will share with you more details of how you can join me in my first live streaming yoga class taking place at Baker Hunt June 9th. Today I want to share with you two essential skills, balance and agility. They're really essential through the span of our life, but particularly as we age, they become ever increasingly important. I've been teaching yoga for 15 plus years, and through that span of time, I've taught all different age ranges, from children to seniors. And through that course of time, I've particularly developed an interest in yoga for healthy aging or senior yoga. And also during that span of time, I've been teaching college courses. I teach 4 yoga courses at the university every semester. And the interesting thing that I have observed through these years is that some of my senior students, 70 plus years old, have greater balance and agility and other skill sets that we address in yoga than some of my college-aged students. Wow, how is that possible? It's possible, luckily, because age is not our only determining factor, of course, in our health and wellness. It's the actions we take day in and day out, over and over again, and even the actions we don't take day in and day out that are either increasing our health, wellness, and vitality or decreasing it. As we know, an apple a day or a Hershey bar a day, we get the idea. And don't get me wrong, I still love a Hershey or chocolate every now and then. So today I want to share with you some exercises that you can do to help increase your balance and agility. And you can just do these throughout the week. They don't have to be part of a whole yoga practice. So with all that being said, I always like to say, remember your body is your best teacher and guide. If something I'm suggesting doesn't feel right or causes any discomfort, it's a good signal to ease off. And we will also be using a chair. I recommend getting a chair or being at a kitchen counter or something that's really stable, especially if you're new to working with balance in this way. Okay, so with balance, it has to do with our ability to stay balanced in a static position. So when we do tree pose in yoga, this is a great example of us working to cultivate greater balance. Whereas agility has to do with our ability to stay balanced while in motion, another very important skill. So let's start here with tree pose. And I have my chair to the side, and I'm going to bring my opposite leg up. Bring the leg up, and then just from here, let's bring our leg to the inner leg, whether it's above the knee or below the knee, but preferably not putting the foot directly on the knee. And we could even have the foot touching to the floor, whatever is available for you today. So from that place, let's find the length of our spine, and I can keep the hand to the chair or hands to the heart. And we'll reach through arms to the sky. So sometimes we'll get that little fluctuation, but we come back to our steadiness right here. Good. So this is simply focusing on balance. We're static in this pose. Now let's move to agility. We're going to bring the leg up, and we want to move the leg while we're balanced. So again, we're balanced while in motion. That's related to agility. And maybe, for fun, let's just start to move the arms opposite direction of the leg. We can also have the foot to the floor. This doesn't have to be fast, and we could even keep one hand to the chair. Find what works for you. Let's bring our knee in and stretch our leg out. Really quite simple. Use any modifications that you need along the way. So we can take our chair, move it to the other side of our mat, or turn around to the other side of the counter. And let's do this now to the opposite side. I don't recommend having the chair on the side with your leg. Move the chair to the other side. So now we're going to move through, again, to tree. Foot above or below the knee, breath in and lifting through. What can be helpful to harness greater balance is keep your gaze, in this case, at the horizon. So if we look down, we're going to tend to move down. So we'll keep our gaze just level forward. Take a nice inhale and exhale. And then again, let's bring our hands down. Same sequence. We're going to just bring our leg up. A little movement of our leg side to side. And again, if you wanted to, you could move the arms opposite side to side. Again, foot could touch the floor. Good. Bring the knee in. Let's stretch the leg out and come back to mountain pose. All right, so now let's continue to work with agility. We're going to have the chair again to our side and take our outer leg up. And if you've been in yoga classes with me before, and this is kind of just a recap or a refresher, take our leg, reach it back, and bring our knee up. If we need a little more stability, this foot could touch the floor behind us. Now, see possibly about as the leg reaches back, the arm reaching up. Extend long. And if you feel really quite stable here, both arms extend and back. You could think about doing 10 or so on each leg. Now to be worked with our balance, where we're going to be static, let's just reach back through the leg and hold. This can be a fine hold. If you're already familiar with our yoga practice in Warrior 3, you could continue to transition balancing on the standing leg, strength building in this leg. You could keep the hand to the chair and the arm or arms forward. Take a breath here and steadily again rise up. Lovely. Reach our leg out and down. Take our chair, move it to the other side. Let's bring our other leg now up and stretch back through the leg. And again, maybe reach the arms with the leg. Our yoga practice can be something that we integrate throughout the day. It doesn't have to be something we do only once a week for an hour. Now, let's go ahead and reach the leg back and pause. Stay static right here or tap the foot to the floor. As you feel steady, if you choose, come through to balance to the pose we call Warrior 3. I could also have a chair right here for extra support, and I could kind of have that chair to the side and balance off of the chair as I felt stable. Take a nice breath in. We're going to come right back up, stretch out through the leg and down. You'll also notice in doing some of these poses, you'll feel the strength or heat building in the legs. Wonderful. So there are two variations of how we can build greater balance and agility. So let's just take a pause here in mountain pose, standing nice and tall, and take a couple of deep breaths together. Natural inhale and exhale through the nose. Thank you for joining me in this space together, and I hope you will join me starting June 9th. We have 4 consecutive Tuesdays, June the 9th to June 30th, Tuesday mornings, 10:45 to 12. You can find out more information about the class by going to the Baker Hunt website, www.bakerhunt.org. Look under the online class offerings and you will find it there. In that 4-week series, we will be addressing practices like this that help increase and develop our balance, agility, also harnessing practices for flexibility and suppleness and greater strength. We'll also be addressing practices to help us develop a greater equanimity of the mind. And I know many of us can have a little greater equanimity during these somewhat challenging times. So reach out if you have any questions. I will look forward to joining you in that space, and I will look forward to being back again on the mat with you again next week. Take good care.